Alright, everyone. So, today's been quite an interesting day. I'll say that. What everyone is looking at right now is the copy of the Slidell Police report that I obtained today from the Slidell Police Department, their records department, and it is from December 19th, 2023, as you can see there. The day that someone whom I thought was my friend contacted Slidell PD and made arrangements for two officers to come to my house based off of a very broken, and it was a spoken verbal text message that my phone picked up parts of several different conversations that was taking place at one time. I didn't realize it got sent. Never thought twice about it because I didn't know what the hell it said. Well, next thing I know, we got Slidell PD going to my house next door where the one that they stole from me in the fraudulent foreclosure. Slidell PD's over there. My son was here because I had spent all day at court with him in two different courts, two different states, behind some more bullshit. And we had just gotten home. We were talking about probation for 2 years or however long, blah, 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 and all this shit. And the girl, Christina Gross is who it is. She called. She acted like she was my friend for quite some time. Even assisted with the, whatever you want to call it, with all of this mortgage fraud shit that I've been dealing with. She distracted me, but I took advantage of her her kind and ignorant ways. And I learned a lot. Paid attention to everything she told me not to pay attention to, if you get what I'm saying. So with all of that being said, this girl took it upon herself, instead of calling me or my mother, whom was here, or my son, because she was on the phone with my son just moments before that. Phone records can prove it. So she knew that I was not suicidal, as she painted the picture through the text message to Slidell Police Department. Now, this is where I'm coming and why I'm coming on social media about this, because I would like, and I need everyone's assistance, whoever can help. I would like to know what this means. It says nature, suicide attempt, location 1, offense codes 29SX. So I'm curious if anyone out there can provide me with this information, what the offense code means for the city of Slidell, and if it's the nature of the call was suicide attempt, should the coroner had been here to make the decision to bring me to a hospital for a mental evaluation, to potentially be sent off to 7-day mental hospital stay, which was quite the experience, let me just say that. Yeah, so I'm just curious if anyone knows, with this being the nature of the call and that being the offense codes, if there should have been any other I guess involvement, or if this should have been handled any differently than what it was. I did speak with someone at Slidell PD. I'm just gonna leave that person nameless for now, out of respect for them and the fact that they have not, to my face, blatantly been disrespectful to me or done anything wrong to me personally that I'm aware of. And I'm just gonna leave their name out of it for now, but this particular person told me that to look up, which I'm gonna post what I found in just a little while, regarding let's see, it's regarding state legislature revised statute 2853, section L. Now, I'll post that, and I would like some response from everyone to help me understand and to help our citizens understand that if they find themselves in this situation, hopefully they'll be educated from this and my experience with this, that we can shed a little light on some things. And even if I don't get anything out of this, at least I'll get some, I guess, satisfaction knowing that we've educated a few more people about a situation that obviously is very easy for them to come and just haul your ass off to the mental hospital and or bring you to a hospital for a mental evaluation. But once they get you to the hospital, you're not their responsibility anymore. So the person that removes you from your home, claiming to protect you, brings you to a facility to get an evaluation. Therefore, that person that brought you to that facility, being the police officer, gets to leave and have no accountability for anything that happens to you from that point on. Yeah, ain't that something? It's kind of, this is going to be a whole nother rabbit hole for me to go down. And, you know, I just wish that I hadn't been a victim of this, as well as the fraudulent foreclosure and everything that my son's been put through and my family has been punished behind me exposing and talking about and not being quiet or shy about or scared about telling the truth about what these people are doing to us and stealing our properties, stealing our children through the juvenile system, doping them up just like they did me at the mental hospital. They forced me to take medication. I'm just going to throw that out there in all of this. They forced me to take medication my 3rd day in because I wouldn't take any medication because I didn't need any medication and I didn't know what the shit they were trying to give me, and I'm not just about to go take any old shit and throw it in my mouth. They told my mother on the phone that if I would just take my medication, I'd get out quicker. So isn't that some crazy shit, y'all? So, yeah, it's insane what's really going on in this mental health crisis across America, number one, and with the way that our, the way that our police are so poorly trained to identify a real mental health crisis versus some crazy bitch that made a false report to the police department with a text message that she clearly knew was not directed towards her. It was not a matter of a fact where I sat there with my phone and intentionally held the button or recorded to record a message to her. She knew what she was doing. She knew exactly what she was doing. And the reason that I say that is because once I was brought to the mental hospital, that same young lady made a report to same Slide LPD. But they don't seem to want to talk to me about that. That is the one thing that disappointed me in my conversation today with this person. But I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm going to find out what it was and who she talked to and what time she made that report. And made a report that was submitted, it was transferred from the police department. Had to be, unless she called this police officer on his phone, because she did have a phone number. From what I understand, she had a phone number to contact the police officer to send the copy of the alleged text message that I supposedly sent her, that allowed and gave the police in their lawful ways the right, as they're telling me, from my protection, to come and remove me out of my home, off my property, and away from my family for what turned into 7 days. Over an hour away from where we live at, in a much different parish, where therefore I